I expect a good and hard game. We know that they are a strong side and have been for a couple of years. So we're going through their strongness and weakness from the coaches this week, and trying to manage that. But at the same time, don't try to take the focus away from our game. That's the most important stuff, that we continue doing our stuff and then continuing to develop that and getting it even better. I'm happy about that, and hopefully I can just stay injury free and continue working, and hopefully being out there for a little bit more of the time, so I can continue growing those numbers hopefully. And otherwise, it's just like it's a number, and I'm just happy to have been here for a couple of seasons now, and I hope to continue for a little bit while too. We have been strong when we have gone away these far trips to the west. Everyone has put in a great amount of work and getting their body out there to help the team trying to get the 3 points. Against LA, we got the 3 points. We didn't play maybe the greatest game, but in the end, it's everything about the 3 points. And then Portland, we didn't get the 3 points with us, but we did a good game, and we got one. So we need to continue building on that and getting.
Anything that you guys to prevent that, to accumulate more people in the middle?
I mean, like, we know he's lefty, and sometimes he's coming from the wing, as you say, and then sometimes he's starting at top and dropping also. So we just need to manage that and trying to control that. So of course he's a good player with a good career and stuff like that. But the mainly focus is on our team, and of course we need to be aware of their attacking-minded players and how they play and stuff like that. So I'm 100% sure that we will get that information from our coaching staff. So I think what you're saying is right. I mean, normally we don't play the West team that much, and obviously 3 of those teams has been in the top in the West for some years, and if we can bring the results against them, I mean, that's good for the club, and it's good for us as well, for our confidence. So we know we can go ahead against all the teams in the league, and it's also exciting to play in the West teams. With the long flight time, stuff like that, for a big body like me, sticking in an airplane for that long time, I can feel it in my body for sure. I can only speak for myself, and then we're just trying to get everything managed, the recovery, to start up the bodies again and be ready to go. And I think they
have a very good team. They're off to a very good start this year. Which is not surprising when you take into account the players that they have. So yeah, we know they have a very strong team, and they like to get forward really quickly. So we have to be aware of that, and always be aware of their counterattacks, because they're really good on that regard. Good. I think it's what every player wants to do, and if I can help the team as much as I can, then I'm happy. So yeah, I'm feeling really good physically and mentally, so can't wait to go again. It's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be fun playing against former teammates of mine. I think I know him pretty well. I think he knows me pretty well too. We went up against each other a lot in training. So I think it's going to be a fun matchup, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, I was a little bit scared at first. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but thankfully we got to qualification. Obviously, they're really big parts of our team, and they're all very good players and very important players for us. It's good that Faco and Seba got to qualify, and let's just hope that Pedro gets it done. Really good on the defensive part of the game, and I do think it's not just up to the defenders and the goalkeeper, but I think the front 3 and the midfielders have been helping us a lot, getting that press started, and even coming back and tracking back sometimes when we're out of position. So I think they've been helping us a lot, and it's 100% a team effort, not just the defenders or the goal. As you know, he's a very special player, very talented player, so you always got to be aware of that left foot and be careful and not give him a lot of space, because he can make things happen. So I'm just going to be aware of that and try to be on top of it. Yeah, I think the same way we did it a couple years ago at the bubble. High press them, not let them play, not let them come out, and show them that we're playing here in Orlando, in our home, and take the game to them and make them defend and make them run after the ball. And
well, in front of us, a rival that, as the last two are a bit unusual, since we normally in the last 2 years played against the teams in the East. At the same time, it's a team that we face in the bubble, and an unforgettable night that we had, and just giving us good memories with different coach, and I would say with a good base of the players that they kept. The idea seems similar. A team that is aggressive, is a team with initiative and with very good players too, especially at front. We have took the week as a period where we can improve the things that we recognize that has to improve, and obviously trying to make it stronger, the ones that we have done well in the last games. So another good opportunity to keep growing. I think at this point in our project is more important the direction that we have in the project than the speed. I know we all want results, and we have gotten good results, but definitely the most important is that we can continue in a good direction in terms to just getting the team better and better and the players. The good things have been put by the players, and this is a recognition for their job. And nothing more pleasing for me that had players that are always in a continuing progress. In a different speed, as I said to you earlier, but always going onwards, and just having 3 players that potentially can go to the World Cup is fantastic, and good representation from the diversity that we have in Orlando, and the good jobs that they have done. And again, Evan, it's a great thing just to recognize that the good things in this team had been put by the players. Austin, it's good to know that the response from the team and players in our games away against tremendous rivals was very good. In our side, it's important to recognize that just being at home normally will be easier, which is not right, but I think it's still complicated. But we're at home, and we love to be in front of our fans and playing in our stadium. And the same times we took that responsibility. Just being at home is fantastic. It's just having 2 games here that we can add good points is important, but we all recognize that are not going to be any easy, right? It's a game that is made of initiatives and risks, and when you go away or you play it at home, sometimes those things vary, and it's a good thing that we have in our team a mentality to adjust to any and keep improving as a group. So good opportunity to be home, as you mentioned, and we're happy. But at the same time, proud just to come from a trip that was long and difficult, and with good points in our bag. Another good rival, I say probably a top rival too, as has been Portland and LA Galaxy. For us, it's a good opportunity to set a good message from what we're doing here. Just have that mentality of improving and keeping solid and being a team that we want to keep for the whole year, in that mode of evolution and be better and increase in every game or probabilities to win. That's another thing. So against the good rivals, increasing that probability to win is not an easy job, but the boys have done it in the last two. So let's see how it goes against LAFC. That has been done a good job so far. For us, a good opportunity again. As I said, it's a good opportunity to set a good message for everyone. Those aspects where we have been strong, as you mentioned, being defensively stronger is always a great news for us. It gives us the possibility to continue in our development as a team offensively, but you gotta be solid. Otherwise, just getting results is difficult. We are aware of the lack of effectiveness that we should have had in the game. So we were not precise in that last part of the field, where we haven't created enough volume in some games of actions, offensive actions, and sometimes when we had the opportunity to make the correct decision and put ourselves in a better probability to score, we didn't do it. Good news is that we are aware and we have been working on it. We have been patient with some players that are new in the team, since the game is very dynamic and the connections are very dynamic as well. So we hope that this can improve